It will shock you, maybe, to learn that there is a massive government cover-up taking place as the Epstein file release date nears. First, let's talk about how yesterday we learned that Costco is suing the Trump regime over the tariffs, and I said, I bet you they won't be the last. And now there's a long list of retailers that are signed up as soon as the Supreme Court makes their ruling, and they are expected to rule. I mean, I don't know what a rule, decide. The Constitution clearly does not give the president the power of the purse. That clearly, very clearly, in original English, puts that in the hands of Congress. And the Supreme Court now is most likely going to decide that, gosh, that's what the Constitution says. I don't know why they're the ones that have to determine it. But in the meantime, companies like Revlon, Kawasaki, Bumblebee Foods, Yokohama Tires, these are all companies that are lining up, and there will be more, to sue the Trump regime for the escalating costs associated with these tariffs. It's why our inflation is out of control. It's why Thanksgiving dinner was so expensive, and it's why we're going to have trouble buying toys for our kids for Christmas because of these tariffs and our president who does not understand how tariffs work. Meanwhile, there was a very surprisingly close election in the Tennessee 7th last night. Afton Bean did not win the election, but she only lost by 8 points. Now, this is a district that Trump won by 22 points a year ago, and it has not had a Democratic representative in 1983. I drive through this district a couple of times a year on the I-40 corridor going from Texas to North Carolina. I drove through it last week for Thanksgiving, and there is literally a Trump superstore right on I-40 in this district. So the fact that Mike Johnson, MAGA Mike, showed up there in his Trump, it looked like a NASCAR jacket with Trump stuff all over it. I'm sure he lost a bet to have to wear that god-awful thing. And he even had Trump on his phone because Trump wouldn't go in person. He's probably, they're kind of hiding him right now. And Trump was making all these promises about next year, the no tax on tips, no tax on Social Security, no, just all these crazy promises that none of which are certainly true. But a lot of people that he talks to just believe what he says. Now, the cover-up. It came out today. This is Jason Leopold from Bloomberg who's reporting this. The FBI has spent 4,737 overtime hours on the Special Redaction Project. What is that project exactly? That project is when they release the Epstein files, there are going to be so many redactions that just overtime hours in redacting the names from the Epstein files, 4,737 hours. Now, the number one name they've been redacting, according to previous reporting, is Donald Trump's. So what exactly, when the petition went through and now the time clock started for 30 days for the government to release the Epstein files started, the first thing I said was, we are never going to see this. Whatever they wind up releasing, they've got 30 days to doctor it and change it and block stuff out. What we finally get at the end of the 30 days will certainly not have any incriminating names that have anything to do with the Trump regime. And I still wonder, I don't know that the guy is guilty, but if he's not guilty, he's certainly covering up for people who are close to him. The evidence is extremely damning. Why can't they just release the files? He himself promised that they would do that because they don't want to handle the fallout from the President of the United States being neck deep in a pedophilia circle, and the repercussions of that could finish off whatever's left of MAGA. But on the other hand, that would be justice for the victims and a service to this country, because MAGA, in just 11 months, is tearing us apart. My name is Bill. I'm a college professor in Dallas, Texas. Let's not let them win. Let's not be torn apart. Let's stand together. Let's pay attention, and let's fight this thing peacefully. Thanks for watching.